Welcome to the Eclectic Thrifter and Crafter, where we thrift and craft with purpose. It's Tea Tuesday, or in my world, Crafty Tuesday. Well, it's actually 11:46 p.m. my time. While I'm recording this, it is still Tea Tuesday. Hello. Today we're going to have a useful little craft, but before we begin, I'm going to share a little channel with you. It's called Miniatures, Cooking, and More, and she is really delightful. As well as using miniatures that she picks up when she's out and about, she uses anything she can find from around her house to create some wonderful little things. I hope you'll visit her channel. Well, let's begin our project. For our little project today, you're going to need wire cutters and the little pliers that are rounded that you use in jewelry making. You will need a thick gauge wire roughly the size of a large paper clip. You'll need some random beads, some buttons. These are antique milk glass and carnival glass beads that I picked up at the thrift store a couple years ago. I unthreaded them and I'm going to reuse the brass wires that they arrived on. So here are the little button bangles that I made in a few videos back. Years ago when my son was in grade school, we bought 5 pounds of buttons and we made all sorts of things when we started our craft fair adventures. I will put a link in the description below for making these button bracelets. One rainy day I went through all my buttons and made these bangles way ahead of time for upcoming projects. I'm repurposing this brass wire, but if you don't have any rolls of wire that's about this gauge handy around the house, you probably do have paper clips. So if you have the large paper clips, you can substitute that for the large gauge wire that I'm using. Just take your beading tool and bend it and get it as straight as you can. Sometimes our crafting materials are just things that are laying around the house. This is a wonderful way to repurpose unused paper clips. It's going to measure about 3.5 inches, and that's why you're going to need your wire cutters. If your hands are kind of weak, I'm going to share this little example with you. Grab a little spool, a wooden spool. I'm using this empty spool from some wire, and that'll help you bend that wire in a circle. See, a paper clip is just perfect. All of the beads that I'm using today are from vintage necklaces I purchased at the thrift store. Now once you've threaded your beads onto your wire, you want to leave yourself a little bit of space for bending the wire around into a circle. Now you're going to take that one end and just loop it around and just close it off. I'm going to use my rounded jewelry pliers to go between the beads and carefully bend the wire into a circle. And if you leave a little leeway in between the beads, you'll be able to maneuver your tool very easily and you won't be breaking any of the crystals. Just create a loop and pinch it closed. And now you're going to push it together just enough so it overlaps. Then when you put it around the stem of your wine glass, it's going to snap closed, and then your wine marker will be quite secure around the stem. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Please visit my friend at Miniatures Cooking and More. But don't forget, please like and subscribe, share my thrifting and crafting channel with your thrifting and crafting friends, and help us to reach 1,000 subscribers. I welcome your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. Check us out on Instagram and tap that notification button for upcoming announcements of thrifts and crafts. But most of all, have a lovely, lovely day.